We've all heard about the usefulness of dairy. And this is true because all of those microorganisms which dairy contains gives a huge benefit to our intestines and many other organs. And not by accident either. Specialists recommend mandatorily including dairy in our diet. But there's one nuance. The thing is that some dairy products can bring you more harm than benefit, and you must be aware of those products. Some dairy is more beneficial than others. In this video, we're going to show you them. For a start, we talk about the most harmful dairy products, and then we'll speak about the most beneficial of them so that you have a holistic picture. Watch until the end, it'll be very interesting, useful, and tasty. So here we go. By the way, friends, make sure to subscribe to our channel and hit the bell as well to not miss any new videos. So, the most harmful dairy product first. Number 1 is processed cheese. It brings more harm than benefit. On the one hand, it's a source of calcium, phosphorus, and some vitamins. On the other hand, it has an abundance of phosphates. Phosphates are the substances which are added to the process to give it its unique paste-like texture. However, phosphates are harmful, as has been proven by scientists. Particularly, they prevent the absorption of calcium. Moreover, large phosphate doses start to destroy the deposits of calcium in the human body. That is, if you abuse processed cheese, you can really have a problem with your bones. Phosphates are especially dangerous for children as they can cause rickets. Also, this cheese contains huge doses of sodium. It's too salty. That feature is needed by people who love to mountain hike because there's no fridge in the mountains, but regular cheese instead can be preserved for several days in conditions of hiking or trekking. But processed cheese is preserved for much longer. That's why hikers take regular and processed cheese with them. For the first few days, they eat the regular cheese before it's spoiled, then they eat the processed cheese. You know, when the conditions around you leave you no choice but to eat processed cheese, its harmfulness can be overlooked for a small time. The next dairy product on our list, which is definitely more harmful than useful, is low-fat sweet yogurt. If you buy something like that in your grocery store, don't deceive yourself thinking you're going to eat something healthy. Sure, you can use this product as a source of calories because it's still better than staying hungry for the entire day, and you can eat this snack and get some energy. But don't expect usefulness from such a yogurt. Why is that, you ask? First, any low-fat or zero-fat dairy product is flawed by essence. The thing is that calcium from low-fat dairy is not absorbed by our bodies because it undergoes such chemical processes which makes this form of calcium not tolerable by the human body. Secondly, if you read the table of contents of such yogurt, you'll see that it's often packed with starch. Yogurt doesn't have to have starch. Its place is in a potato. How to get inside the yogurt? Well, they add starch artificially to give it a certain texture, which must be dense enough. However, there's no usefulness from starch here, certainly. And this is basically just another form of sugar. And as I mentioned already, there's already extra sugar, which is added to the yogurt to make it sweet. They add significant volumes of sugar, making it nearly as packed with sugar as sweet soda. Certainly, to bring at least some usefulness, any dairy product must be sugar-free. The next product on our list is dairy products with milk fat substitutes. That's a huge problem indeed, but we must say that the content of that depends on the country. For instance, in Europe, adding these substitutes is prohibited by law. In many other countries, though, they're allowed. That means that they can do palm oil-based cheese, and this is legal in their countries. We may only hope that a manufacturer of such dairy products will indicate on the label the content of palm oil. Imagine you buy sour cream or cheese and see that they contain vegetable fat. You should immediately put such a product back on the shelf and stay away from it. There must be no vegetable fat in sour cream, cheese, or any other dairy product. Finally, our list contains all of the sweet products with dairy produce addition. That is, for instance, condensed milk, cooked or caramelized condensed milk, or glazed cottage cheese bars. They're all horrible for your health, to say the least. It's just like a sugar injection right into your vein. Now we'll show you the list of the most useful dairy produce. Number 1 is natural yogurt. That's the one that's been prepared based solely on natural bacteria, without sugar or any other unnecessary additions. We must tell you though, buying this kind of yogurt might be a real problem in your grocery store or supermarket because they're not usually present in the assortment. You could look for it in the section of healthy products, but there's no guarantee that an item on a shelf is really high-quality natural yogurt. So the optimal way is to prepare it on your own. To do that, you must first buy natural bacterial sourdough, which you should store in your fridge or even freezer. Such bacterial sourdough looks like white powder, which is made of pure bacteria. Then you should buy milk, not ultra-pasteurized, but simply pasteurized, which turns sour within a week. Then you add the bacterial sourdough into that milk and put it into a yogurt maker or simply in some clean food container standing in a warm place, for instance on the heating battery or near it. Thus, you maintain the warmth during a period of time that you'll need to receive a very useful product as a result. What's the principle here? The thing is that milk contains lactose, which is a natural milk sugar, a simple carbohydrate. When you add bacteria to this milk, they start to eat this carbohydrate, which is a source of energy for them. They eat it, proliferate, and continue eating and proliferating. Eventually, your dairy product turns sour thanks to these bacteria. Hence, it won't contain lactose anymore because the bacteria will already have eaten it. And these bacteria are extremely useful to our digestive system and our entire body because healthy intestines and microflora, as has been proven by scientists, strengthen our immune and nervous systems, positively affecting our mood and mental capacity. Our intestine microflora is basically a separate organ in our body because the microflora of a healthy adult person contains up to 5 pounds of microbial strains. Since having such a volume of microbes in our intestines is considered the norm, we have to actively help our good microbes struggle against the bad ones. And the last very useful item on our list is natural cheese. Which one is the most beneficial for your body? Scientists recommend sheep milk or goat milk cheeses for a number of reasons. First, these cheeses don't contain lactose at all. Also, goat cheese has fewer calories and contains a huge volume of proteins. It also has a lot of calcium, magnesium, vitamins of group B and C, and a very good composition of probiotics, that is, the beneficial microflora. If you liked this video, please hit the like button and subscribe to our channel. See ya!